Hello children, how are you? I hope all of you are enjoying and continue learning from different teachers. Here I am again along with you to see some more image formation by concave mirror and convex mirror. Earlier we did 4 image formation at different position of objects. Now my dear children, today's learning objective that we are going to see, today's learning objective, that is image formation by a concave mirror. Write down the image formation by a concave mirror. Formation of image fifth, that is when the object is at the focus of a concave mirror. When the object is at focus of a concave mirror, then my dear children, draw the diagram. This is the principal axis. Here is the concave mirror. This is the pole. Here is the diameter of a mirror. When the object is at the focus, suppose here is our position of the object AB is at F. Is it clear? Then with the help of rules of an image formation, a ray parallel to the principal axis falling on a concave mirror along AD, both are parallel here. So my dear children, a ray passes through the focus along DB. Another ray passes through the center of curvature here. Take a scale. Another ray which is going along AE passes through the center of curvature, will retraces the same path, and the image is formed at infinity. Image is formed at infinity. Okay, so dear children, draw this figure. It's a very important figure for us. That is, when the object AB is held at the focus F of a concave mirror, M dash, that object is perpendicular to the principal axis here. A ray of light AD starting from A falling on the mirror at D in a direction parallel to the principal axis. It is reflected at D and passes through the focus from a point B. Okay, so you can see, my dear children, like this. And another ray along AE passes to the center of curvature at C. As this ray falls normally on the mirror, retraces its path. So the two reflected rays D, B and G and E, A, C, H, two reflected rays D, B and G, E, A, C, H, E, A, C, H, you can see both are parallel to each other and would meet at a very far point, say at infinity. The image is at the infinity, it cannot be shown in the diagram. When the image is formed at infinity, we cannot show in the diagram. So what are the special qualities here? I conclude that when the object is at the focus, the image is formed at infinity. First, image is formed at infinity, real and inverted. Real and inverted. And third one, highly enlarged or magnified. Highly enlarged or magnified. C. Okay, so this is the image formation when the object is at infinity, a object is at focus. When the object is held between focus and pole, when the object is held in between the focus and pole, in between focus and pole. Okay, now here is the principal axis. This is our mirror, pole, M dash. Now, the object is here. Say the object I am taking here, it is a AB. It is in between pole and focus. Okay, one ray is parallel to the principal axis like this and passes through. One ray which is parallel to the principal axis and passes through the focus. So I can say here in this manner, one ray is parallel to the principal axis, say it passes through the focus here. This is there. This is focus. The object is in between pole and focus. So one ray which is parallel to the principal axis and passes through the focus. Another ray here which passes through the center of curvature like this. When both the rays are going back here, so we are getting here a virtual image. Here we are getting an erect virtual image A dash B dash. See that. This is the figure here. Another ray AE. This is E. This is the center of curvature. Now you can see here like this. So what is we are observing? Here I can say the retraces the same path. Yeah. Direction is very, very important here, my dear children. So see here in this figure, object AB is held between the focus and pole. A pole and a focus. In between of object is there. In a direction parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light AD, this is D. A ray of light AD which is parallel to the principal axis on reflection at D passes through the focus. This is passes through the focus here. Okay, so see that first ray is going like this and passes through the focus. The another ray, that is AE. Another ray AE starting from A passes through the center of curvature C. Okay, on reflection retraces its path. So the two reflected rays DF, you can see here. Two reflected rays, write down here BF. first, and second EAC. एक तो DF and EAC both diverse and cannot meet actually. They are diverse and cannot meet actually when these two reflected rays are produced back. When they are produced back here and here we can say what we are observing appears to come from a point A dash. So A dash is the virtual image of A. A dash is the virtual image of A. So A dash B dash is the virtual image of the object AB. So what is that? Virtual and erect. What is here? Virtual and erect. Behind the mirror, virtual and erect, larger than the size of the object. Larger than size of the object. And third one, behind the mirror. Third one is behind the mirror. Okay, so these are the important things, my dear children. Remember it. So this is the way to find out the image formation by a concave mirror. Now we have to take two more image formation by convex mirror. My dear children, here I can say the image formation by a convex mirror. Okay, all the figures you have to draw with pencil only. Direction is very, very important for us. So dear children, before we'll go to the image formation by convex mirror, we have to take what is mirror formula. What is mirror formula? Mirror formula, it is the relation in between the object distance u, image distance v, and focal length f. Okay, the formula here we can say, my dear children, that is, I can write here, the formula here it is 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. U here, my dear children, it is the object distance from the pole. V here, it is the image distance from the pole. F is the focal length, it is the distance of the pole to the focus. 1 by u plus 1 by v plus 1 by f. One more formula, f is equal to half of the radius of curvature. R is the radius of curvature. I can write 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by r by 2. That I can write 2 by r here. This formula is valid in all situations in all the spherical mirrors. Okay? It's very important for numerical point of view. Again I am repeating, u is the object distance. V is the image distance and F is the focal length here. U, V and F. What is linear magnification? What do you mean by linear magnification? Produced by a concave mirror. What is the meaning of it? Write down. The linear magnification produced. The linear magnification produced by a concave mirror. By a concave mirror. The linear magnification produced by a concave mirror linear magnification produced by a concave mirror is defined as the ratio of the height of the image to that of height of the object. Linear magnification is m. Height of the object is h2. Height of the image is h1. Here it is height of the image and height of the object. Height of the image and height of the object. When the image is magnified or enlarged, size of the image is greater than the size of the object. In the first case, when the size of the image is greater than the size of the object, m is greater than 1. Linear magnification at that time is greater than 1. In the second case, when the image is of same size as that of object, when the image is same size to that of object, when the object is at center of curvature, h2 is equal to h1. So linear magnification is 1. M is equal to 1. Then in the third case, when the image is smaller than the object, when the image is smaller than the object, M is less than 1. These are the three different cases, my dear children. Write down. Okay, so this is called linear magnification produced by a concave mirror. Okay, when the image is real, it is inverted. The image lies below the principal axis. Therefore, height of the image is negative and height of the object is positive. In the fourth case, if I say when the image is real, it is inverted, the image lies below the principal axis. So height h2 is negative. Height h1 is positive. That is the upwards. So my dear children, m comes out to be negative. This is the another case. Real and inverted. Linear magnification is negative when the image is real. When the linear magnification is negative, the image formed by a concave mirror must be real and inverted. Okay? Now, when the image is virtual, when the image is virtual, when the image is virtual and erect, then what happened? The image lies above the principal axis. Height of the image is positive. Height of the object is also positive. So m is equal to h2 by h1 is positive. Here. This is for virtual and erect. So when the linear magnification is positive, the image formed by a concave mirror must be virtual and erect. The linear magnification m is also related to the object distance and the image distance. That is h2 by h1 is equal to minus v by u. It's a very, very important formula. Yeah. The sign of the m will be determined always by the sign of h2 and h1. Okay? So my dear children, this is the complete image formation mirror formula, and magnification of a concave mirror. In our next module, we have to see the image formation by convex mirror and some other more important topics. Bye.